What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Wow, y'all see what I did there? I'm looking at you. Hello, how are ya? I'm Gway. Hey, look, the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living or its affiliates. I'm froze. I'm in a black hole. Oh no, there'll be his history. I'm stupid. Today begins another week. So let's get it going. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, what's up? It's Greg, Dope Living TV Live. How you doing? Hope your week is starting well. Let's get started. You know, this is we just left out of Black History Month, and now we are into, let's call it what it is, Women History Month. That's what it is. It's Women's History Month, I should say. It's where we celebrate the achievements of women. A lot of times women have been so underrated, undervalued as we've come through this world. And, you know, today and every day we should as well, just like we celebrate Black History Month 365, 24/7. We want to celebrate women too, because they've come a long way, you know, from having to follow and walk 20 steps or 2 steps behind a man to walking in front of the man sometimes, to running companies, to running businesses, to succeeding, to living their best life, just as our guest tonight, and most of the people that watch us, most of the women that watch us that have businesses. Shout out Bella Bonita. She's got 4 of them. But these are very powerful women. But today we're celebrating one. We do it one at a time if we can on the show. Her name is Cheryl Nelson, and she has a company called Sweet Vegan. For all of those guys that are vegans, we'll find out what that's about. Anyway, Brenda Lampkin says hello. Hi, everyone. But there's only one on the screen. Let me bring my lovely sister on so that there can be 2. Bam. And then she comes in muted.
I keep forgetting I have to unmute. You know, I'm not special like you. Like, you automatically unmute, but I don't automatically unmute.
I know this man. What's up, Bill?
Hey, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Got plenty of rest. Enjoyed the one warm day that we had.
Well, everybody got out there in their shorts
For one day.
You know, and then they wait till it gets cold to do that little polar plunge thing. I'm like, you know, whatever, man, okay? You know, put your clothes back on, all right? But man, look, you had to squeeze every single thing you could into that one day, okay?
Right.
You played basketball, you washed your car, you did spring
Barbecued.
I saw a few of them, man. You did everything you could for that one day, all right?
Went to the beach.
Man, you did everything. Chilling too, boy, chilling.
Wait. Then the next day, you pulled out your boot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all ain't lying.
Got the scraper back out the
Have
trunk.
that, coach.
You had your ice
Exactly.
scraper in the trunk and you got it back out the trunk, okay? Because the snow came back. Everybody said it was so what's up. I'm sorry to the life coach Jeff Relevant.
Yo.
Hey.
What's going on, everybody?
Everything is cool, man. It is Women's History Month. We have a good time today. Everybody say what's up to Marcella.
Hi,
What's
everyone. You guys
Hey,
were telling the
Marcy.
truth about that one day.
Man,
That
squeeze it
was
all in.
whoa.
Squeeze it. What did you do on that one day?
I stayed in the streets. I didn't have my coat on. I tried to I started the barbecue. I was like, no, that's pushing it a little bit. But then like you said, I had my winter coat on, my boots the next day.
Had it on, ready to go. Everybody say what's up to Mo B.
What's going
Hey,
on, y'all?
Maurice.
Oh, B,
Y'all only
what's
had
going on,
one
man?
warm day?
One.
Yeah, we
One.
jealous of you,
We
man.
had
We
a
always
whole
jealous
week.
of you.
Except
pretty
today.
Oh no, they've had snow there too.
Everybody
We got snow
K
coming.
Mac.
Hey, what's up, Kevin?
How you
Going
Here's
guys
the messed
doing?
up part about it.
What?
Is that, I got this beautiful BMW, beautiful car. Y'all see my car, right? The sunroof wouldn't open.
Wow.
I don't know what it did this, it tilted, it did tap.
You know,
it tapped again. And then when I went back down, it said tap and tap. But then I tried to open it up.
you know what? Those, well, they kind of expensive to repair.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I ain't never gonna open it.
Ask me how I know.
Cause you tell your soul.
Was in a car with a friend trying to show out, and they decided while we're flying down the highway to open up the roof. And we all in the car trying to hold it from flying, and it was
Oh Lord.
that was expensive.
Are you talking about the convertible?
Y'all was in the
Yes.
Pinto, huh? Y'all was in the
Okay.
Pinto.
Why in the world would they open it going down the highway?
Highway,
Tell
no.
me about trying to show out.
Well, they showed out all right.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
they did.
Snatched that bad boy
Y'all know
off.
y'all know she was in a Fiero, right?
Hey, don't knock a Fiero. I used to own one of those.
I'm knocking it.
It was a BMW as well.
They knocked, all right. They overheated.
Oh,
I know a girl that had an accident, a bad accident in a Fiero. Now you know the Fieros are small.
They're small.
She had an accident. The car got crushed in the Fiero.
I can believe it.
Well,
They
yeah.
can.
Survived. And she got a gang of money. You think she wasn't my sugar mama? She got
Yeah,
a gang.
I worked with a girl who had one, and she used to put a brick in the trunk every winter so
why?
she could drive it to
It
give
wasn't
it some
heavy
weight.
That traction.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plastic.
Dang.
Well, that's how
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
nothing
the
about
cars
these
they're
times.
making, like the Corvettes, fiberglass.
Oh, I had one of those.
Yeah,
it
me
looked like the
too.
Batman car.
There you go.
It was an 80. What was yours?
84.
Okay, we had the 80 back. That was before my son.
Hey man, y'all ain't seen no Corvette until y'all seen that 65, black, red interior. Oh, man.
Those were nice.
Yes.
Used to
You
do all the
remember-
Corvette shows, all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they still do them out here.
Mm-hmm.
They still do.
No,
Man,
they do 'em.
I'm all. Who posted something about cars earlier? Was it you,
Maurice.
Kevin?
Oh yeah, that was
Man,
Maurice.
I'm
Yeah.
They do the-
all up in the car show.
Every
Everywhere.
weekend.
I drove to Detroit. That's the biggest one.
Girl.
That's the
Listen.
biggest one.
Listen,
I
listen.
drove to Detroit.
Listen,
telling
we have one every weekend, and at the first of the month, all the exotics come out. The Bugattis, like that one, and all that. The one
Man, I
you
lose
saw, the
my mind.
MPs,
Those
and
are
stuff like
nice.
that. They come out,
I
and,
lose
what's
my
up.
and
mind.
it's 1,000 cars out there every first of the month. Now,
That's what's
not
up.
every weekend they have one out there. It's every weekend, but like when springtime, official start of springtime, like spring break. That first hot weekend is gonna be about 2,000 cars out there. Everything from the MPs, Jags, the old style Jags, all the way up to Dunks. They got Dunks out there and low riders and everything.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. For men, do y'all wear Crocs?
No.
I've seen men in Crocs.
You only gotta wear them in the house because
My
they're comfortable
grandson-
in the house.
I know
My
you've seen
grandson
them,
wears them.
but is that a part of your? Would that be a part of your normal wardrobe? Some Crocs?
No. I don't.
Well,
I
you can
don't
ask that to
wear it.
women too. That's not just a men's question.
Mm-mm.
See, here-
Because I don't care much at all for
There's
Crocs.
a bunch of guys that wear them here.
But I have a friend that loves them to death. She has them in every color, every style. I mean, she just
Then
got
they have the
a
little,
closet full of Crocs.
and they have the little gems and all the little things you can put on them now.
As I said, my grandson and my
That's
granddaughter
too
got it.
much.
Mhm.
The
That's
reason
too
I
Look,
much.
the reason I asked was because my son, he loves shoes just like I do.
Mhm.
He's got about 10, 11 pairs of Crocs, and
Different colors.
he wears them out, okay?
Oh wow.
And I'm like, dude,
That's how Greg said he wears them out like out the house for real. For real.
he goes out to some. He performed in them one day. I'm like,
men have
yeah.
Crocs. I see men with Crocs on all the
See,
time.
I am for men.
I know he accessorizing with them Crocs, ain't he? though?
Look,
Yeah.
they are equivalent to flip flops to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't
Yeah,
stand
I
flip
can see that.
flops.
But they said they're supposed to be really comfortable, because I know like a lot of nurses and people in the medical field will wear them, saying that
Yes,
they're
girl.
very comfortable.
It don't
I've
look
seen
like you
them.
got on shoes.
Yes, girl. All the nurses wear them. But those Crocs, man, I can't do it. He keeps saying, "Dad, I'm gonna buy you some Crocs." I'm like, "No,
Save your money, baby boy.
you won't.
Yeah.
I ain't wearing no Crocs.
Take a picture. Take a picture.
I don't even wear them.
I don't,
Blackmail picture.
I don't even wear leather sandals. My wife bought me a pair of leather sandals. I wore them bad boys probably about once every year. I had them for like
Said leather
15
sandals.
years.
Probably had hammer toes too, didn't you, dude? Them leather sandals.
No, man.
Mo-
Take real good care of my
mowing
feet.
your lawn and tilling the soil without.
No.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all want to see my feet are definitely lawnmowers. Let me show y'all my feet.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh Lord.
Where we going with this?
I don't know.
Show y'all that I can actually do your lawn. I can do your lawn. Right?
I love Jeff. He's like, well, wait a minute. Now, let's discuss this first. Like
Man,
we
about
need
to
to
talk about clip, man. I wasn't ready for all that right now.
I will moonwalk a lawn to health. I'm telling you, dude.
Ooh-wee.
Yes, sir. But we didn't get all of
We got no more Edward Scissorhand. Is Edward Scissorfoot?
Edward Scissorfoot.
Scissorfoot. There you go, Jada.
He have claw.
But this is not black. This is Women's History Month, man. Okay, and
International.
I salute you, women. Well, I don't know about international. It just said Women's History Month.
Mm-hmm.
So is it International Women's History?
It's International Women's Month.
Hmm.
International Women's Month.
I never heard of that.
And tomorrow is Women's something History
Women's
Day.
The Women's Day, National Women's Day.
It's whatever we want it to be. So it could be Women's Month. Let's do that.
But regardless, man, I mean, we got to celebrate women because women have been so misaligned. Ever, really, right? And they still have to fight to get to the things that they need to that they want to do. But they're running businesses. They're succeeding. They are thriving. They're shining, man. And we got to celebrate them. And it shouldn't take a month to do that. We should celebrate women every day. And I do want to say this too. I lost another friend, right? People, it is so important to let these people, let your friends, let your family, let the people that you associate with, that you care about, let them know that you love them. Give them something to look forward to, something to hold on to.
Yes.
When you look into somebody's eyes, you see them. But when you look into somebody's heart, they see them. All right. So hold on to them, man. It's people are leaving here. I mean, I've lost a couple in the past weeks, I should say. And it's man, it's rough, and it makes you start thinking, when is it my turn? Am I doing the right things to leave a great impression on everybody that I touch? So. Man, please, I'm just imploring everybody, please tell somebody you love them. Tell everybody you love them. I mean, it's what good is hate? You can't control anything that anybody does anywhere, okay? But you can control the love, all right? Give it to them. Give it up, period. I want to celebrate my sister, Gina. She makes history every day doing her book.
Yes.
Books, doing and recreating the platform that she has. And then the important thing that she does is she gives back. All right. So sis, Women's History Month, you're a part of that history, okay? Because you're doing what you do and you give back. All right.
Amen.
We
Amen.
try to teach other women to be, just to be themselves, just to shine, to flourish, to fly. All right. I appreciate you and love you so much for that.
Yes,
Right
yes.
back at you.
All right. I
There you
love.
go.
I ain't no woman. When it come to National Niggas Month, I'm there, boy.
What you say? National Porch Food.
I'm there.
Yeah, go there.
Oh man.
I'm there too. I'm
Help
with you.
'em.
I'm right with you, bro. National
Help
Porch.
'em.
I use that word in jest as a joke. We're not niggas.
Thank
I
you.
hate that word. I hate that word.
We just use it as a joke. I'm a comedian. Y'all know me. Y'all know I tell jokes.
We have to
Just
use Maurice's word. What's your word, Maurice?
Magos.
There you
That's
go.
totally different meaning. I mean kings.
There you go. That's a National Kings Month.
Oh.
Marcia, where your guest at?
I have no idea. I sent something in I'm praying that all is well. I did speak with her this morning. She was excited about coming on. We had a conversation. I have no clue.
You did tell her Central Standard Time, right?
Yeah, I
Yes,
messed up that way.
she's in Chicago,
Okay.
in the Chicago area.
You straight then.
You have to
So
make sure
I
you
did try to
specify that.
contact her. I did try to contact her. I'm just praying that all is well, because as of
So it
this
would.
morning, she was really excited about coming on.
Well, we're going to have an awesome show. We have a lot lined up. Even if our guest doesn't show, we still move forward, and we have our topics ready to go, even if our guests don't show. So the
Yes.
show
But
must
we
go on.
still
That's right.
have people, like, and I would love, since she's not here, to go around the table here, and give somebody a shout out. Give a woman a shout out that that you wanna shout out. I just let them know how much they're appreciated. Let them know their value. Tell them what's up. All right.
Yeah, and let's not. I mean, we all know our moms. You can shout out your mom. But we got to shout out your mom plus someone else.
I'm talking about somebody, somebody that's trying to do a business, somebody that's doing a play, somebody that's doing something in the community, a woman that is really going above and beyond to not just do things for herself, but do things for others. All right, and you can be more than one. I don't care. You got one, Kevin? Several?
I've got a couple people. One, I'll shout out my oldest sister. She started a self-development program for young people in Dayton, Ohio called STAR. I actually featured her on my podcast. Christina Johnson, she is a Latina. She's in Houston, Texas. She owns a marketing company called KJ Marketing. She's doing some big things for women of color, of all colors. She's doing that. And there's a host of other people. And some of these people I'm showcasing on Talking with Kevin and the Son. And I'm going to give a shout out again to echo what you said earlier to our sister here, Gina. She is the creator of the Distinguished Author Guild Award. When you talk about giving back, she is one of the few people that is recognizing Black authors and their accomplishment in literacy. I would also like to shout out Miss Monique Wells. She is the founder of the Wells Foundation, 4.4 million women strong from Paris, France. She's doing great things for literacy. And I'll in from that, I can talk all day long. So
let's go ahead. You ain't gotta stop. Let's go.
Okay. And I shout out my mom. My mom was an activist, Norma Jean Lartigue. She marched with Dr. King. She's probably the reason why I'm always standing in harm's way and trying to protect and educate young people and provide opportunities through my platform. So I've got to give a big shout out for my mom, Norma. And I'll leave it from there. Thank you.
What you got, Maurice? Thank you,
man. The greatest people in my wife. First of all, my wife. Greatest, number one. And then my daughters. My grandkids, mothers. Oh man, that is 110 right there. They do great things when they just bringing them little people in the world. I mean, that's a blessing. And of course, Marianne, I told her, and she wants everybody to see what she's been working on. She's doing purses. This is not finished yet, of course.
That's nice.
That's very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
She
Wow.
makes her own test towels. So
She made that.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
what's up,
really
man.
This
nice.
is one of them. Well, this is just one. She's got about 30, but this is one she's recently working on.
That's history, bro. She making history. I love that. I love that.
See, she does the silk on the inside, and she's got leather too. She's got a bunch of leather ones. You know, she got leather stacked up to the ceiling in here.
She have a website, Maurice?
No, she hadn't started selling. She wants to put about 50 together before she starts selling. When she starts done, that's it. That's done. That's just one run. She does it every year.
Yeah, we'll help you push it, man.
Cool.
Most definitely. Appreciate that, man. Most definitely. Shout out to Marianne, man, doing her thing. That's nice. I couldn't do it. I know I couldn't do it. Marcy, what you got?
I have both of my moms first, Eleanor Amos, and my stepmom, Janet Amos. Great moms, always willing to have a listening ear. My siblings, my sisters, Elisa, Amber, Gia, Tracy, Nicole, and you and me. Great, just women of God that love to help others. Accountants. I can go through all of their things. Also, a friend, Angel Thompson with Promising Futures Inc. It's a social service agency where she helps women from human trafficking, domestic violence, at-risk youth, parenting classes, supervised visitation, and just going above and beyond, helping people, ministering to people. Cousin Don DeLavalette, a oncology radiologist and also an author of She Makes More. And she's always, all of these women that I'm saying are always giving back. A friend, Sharbria Shine. She was on our show previously about one of her plays. She's a singer. She's a playwright. She's a minister. She goes to school. Speaking of youth, also March 26th, I'm going to shout it out, March 26th from 4 to 8 at the Maryville Community Center. She's got she sings as well. And she'll be singing with a jazz band. It's dinner and jazz. Tickets are $30, March 26th, Maryville Community Center. Go to www.sharbriashines.com and you can get tickets there, or you can contact me. And there are just so many other wonderful women out here. Pamela Key, she's an honoree for the Black Tie event for this weekend. She works with WOW, Women Organizing Women, where she helps domestic violence and homeless women as well, and making sure that they transition from being in not so nice surroundings and being able to get on their feet and get jobs and get homes. Also, Aaliyah Stewart is also an honoree for the Black Tie event this weekend. And she's a young lady, very young lady, and she's bought a building. She started her own nonprofit organization when she was still a teenager and in high school, and the building will be used for a youth center. She's giving back to the community, and there, of course, our sister Gina Gatson, Dinah Lynn Biggs, and these are just some of the women, not just necessarily in this area, but in areas across the country. And just a shout out to all the women out there that are doing things, helping back, and the ones that we don't know about that are doing things behind the scenes and don't get the accolades and the flowers that they need.
All right. You sure you ain't got nobody else?
Okay, so.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Well, y'all know I'm going to give a first shout out to my baby. Y'all know how I feel about her. I just be grinning from ear to ear when I talk about my woman. Like, this my wife, my baby. So, she's in law school. She puts up with me. You know what I mean? She's also taking on different endeavors. Like I said, we trying to do different things together, like podcasts and other things like that. So, it's just the fact that, you with somebody and you building. You know what I mean? I'm building with her. So she always going to get the first and foremost, because that's my number one. That's my ride or die. Also, I want to give a shout out to my cousin Marilyn, who was my number two, because Marilyn Wynn, she's something else out here in these streets, y'all. She another minister out here in Northwest Indiana. She be out here getting it. She got a heart of gold, man. She'll get a shirt off her back to anybody. She'll do for anybody. Man, all the late night talks we have, the support, even for her and what she does. She watches every now and then too, so she's always somebody looking from afar. My other sister, Shantae Hunter, she's another minister as well. Shantae, something else, man. she fierce out here in these streets too, man. She another one. She a preacher warrior out here. So just once again, the talks that we have, the inspiration that she gives me sometimes, you know what I mean? When I'm out there and I'm looking at her moving and doing some stuff, she kind of reminds me, okay, Jeff, you got to get back on the saddle. You know, keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? You always got to have people around you that give you that extra push and that influence as well. And also Angela Lewis. Angela Lewis out here down there in Georgia. Okay, she's the editor in chief for I Shine magazine, the magazine that I write for and everything. We on a billboard, y'all, little digital billboard down there in downtown Atlanta. You know, and it's something, man, because you know all the hard work we've been doing and all the hard work she's been doing, along with Matthew and I forget the other woman's name. I can't remember her name, but just the fact that you know she doing big things, man. She speaks, she travels around. She quit her job. Her husband supports her fully in everything she do. She just she's a very phenomenal woman. And when Angela steps into the room, you know she always know how to make stuff shift. And also speaking of making stuff shift, let me talk about my friend. You already know Jennifer Williams.
Oh, hell.
She be
leave her alone.
She be making some stuff shake out here, making some stuff shift too, yo. You know, she's a part of the cure with us. You know, she has a tax business, all in one tax services. You know what I mean? She's really digging in deep. She's learning a lot of new things, new information that she can get out there to people. She's added so much just to her talks, her classes, everything like that. Jennifer always inspires me because she always maximizes what she does. You know what I mean? She doesn't just settle for one level. She always has to get higher and higher. So, yes, those are my shout-outs. And also Gina and Marcella. You know, y'all be on here doing y'all thing. You know, y'all encourage a brother. You know what I mean? We don't have to talk all the time. But I know that y'all support from afar. You know what I mean? And I support what y'all doing, too. So y'all more extension of my family, you know?
Oh, thank you.
Gina, what you got?
No problem.
Man, my list so long, but I'm going to cut it short because I could be on here all night.
Let it roll.
Man. Man, I got so many people.
Before you do that, Gina, go ahead, Marcy, 2 more.
Okay. I forgot Tree of Tree Sweets. She's a part of our family. I wanted to shout out to her that she's a part of our family and she's doing great things with her sweet drinks.
Put that, Kim.
And then our guest, who not sure why she didn't show up, but Cheryl Nelson of Sweet Vegan Bakes, who's got several restaurants, a food manufacturing company. She's a CEO, she's an owner, and she's doing great things. And again, I pray all is well, but she's doing great things throughout Chicago and giving back and teaching people to eat healthy and to be healthy. Okay.
I just got an update. These are not leather. These are just the, fun blue jean ones. She got the pockets on them and stuff.
That's cute.
Okay.
That'll be something my granddaughter would carry.
Mine too. I was looking at that. Yep.
Hey, Maurice, we can merchandise this, man. Let's get together on this.
He's showing the whole.
Yeah, it's a bunch of them.
My wife takes several of them.
The whole collection.
She does a lot of different purposes.
Go ahead, Mary Ann. Mary Ann's memorabilia. Go ahead, Gina.
Well,
actually, her house label is MAB or AMLU, AMLU.
Cool.
You have to put it up there so we can go to her site.
Well, I haven't got her site together yet.
Well, you better get on it.
Let's go, Gina.
Well, I have to start off with my mom because my mother is a hard-working woman. She is out there, 77 years old, and she cares for senior citizens.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. And that's a lot right there.
She doesn't slow down, which I'm glad about because she's got a lot of energy, always going. She likes to travel. And she just does so much. She instilled all of this in me. The other person I want to recognize and give salute to is my daughter out there in Vegas. She packed up one day, packed her car up, and drove to Vegas and made a life there. She's been there for almost
Mm.
10 years now. And most
That's good.
young women wouldn't have took a step like that. Like she really stepped out on faith, and it turned out good for her. So I just want
Yeah.
to say, she's just such an adventurous, loving, caring young lady. Also, my sister, that's my ear. When we talk about relationships and how, you can go through different things in relationships, and every relationship has its ups and downs. I can always go to my sister and talk to her and know it's going to be between the two of us, and she's going to talk sense into me. She's going to talk sense into me, and she's there, always been there to help guide me and give me advice. And we like this. There's not a day go by that I don't talk to my sister. And I hear so many people say, I don't talk to my sister every day. I talk to my sister every day. We have one of my best friends that has 6 restaurants over in the Chicago area. um she has one out in the North Loop. She has one on Stony. She has 2 other ones, and one that she just opened up, her and her husband, in Atlanta. And
Okay.
so she's doing her thing. She started off making alcohol infused cupcakes,
Yeah.
and they were delicious.
What's the
Website.
name of her company?
The name of her company is what is the name of the cupcake? She don't do the cupcakes too much anymore because she's so busy with the stores.
What you talking about?
Guilty Pleasures with a Z. Guilty Pleasures Cupcakes. And when I say they're awesome, they're awesome. But she's transitioned over into the chicken and the ribs and all of that over there in Chicago. And her and her husband are really doing well. They just opened up the one in Atlanta, and it sold out on the first day. Line was around the corner. So I'm just happy for her, and for her to show other women, how strong they can be and how successful they can be. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing with your dreams. I have my other best friend. All of us have been friends for almost over 17 years now. We were the three amigos, and that's my other girl, Venus. She is such an entrepreneur, such an inventor. She always has different ways of bringing in that extra income and inventive things, and just you know she's one of those I love the world type of friends. Always there for you, always there to help you and give you good advice. And then my other buddy, Conde, she again haven't been as we've all met on the job. We haven't been friends as long as the others, but it feels like it. It's been probably 8 years, but it feels like the same 17 years that my other friends. And they're just so loving. I mean, when I was going through things when my late husband passed away, those were my rocks. They were there, you know, knocking on my door, bringing me dinner, things like that. Those are the people that you call friends.
Yes.
For
Then
real, real.
I have you guys know Valerie Davis. That's man, them the kind of people you keep in your circle because they got the brains and the knowledge. We met on a whim at a book fair, and out of all the people, 50 to 100 authors that were there, I ended up next to her. I ended up in a seat next to her, and we have been friends ever since. Like God put me next to her for a reason, and that girl, she got some stuff going on that y'all gonna know her name. She's gonna
Oh,
have
you
a
know it.
household name.
Her and her daughter
That's what's
both.
up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man.
I can't leave out my business partner, Deborah Rhodes. She's a mover and a shaker. And, she's very into helping people as well. She's doing so much. She has the author's brunch. Um, the two of us came with this DAG idea together. and she's a radio host, and she's just doing so much, a lot for the community, a lot for other people. She as well gives out scholarships. Um, so I have to give her accolades. And I can't forget Ludine, Jory, and Jocelyn, because they were part of some of the new beginnings of Dope Living TV. They were there when the show was, jumping off from the ground. They were there, and they'll always be a part of our Dope Living family. Even if they're not on the panel anymore, I still talk to them. We still talk. I still look at Jocelyn. And if you haven't visited Jay's Cafe, Jay's Breakfast Cafe, man, go in there. I went in there one day and spent the whole day there working remotely, just chilling, because the atmosphere is so laid back. I just
It's
spent my
zened up
whole
like that.
day in there.
That's what's up.
Yes.
It's zened up like that.
Is what?
Zened up, zen.
Zen, Z-E-N.
Good, bro. She
Yeah.
gets
Atmosphere.
Yes.
The atmosphere is so
It is
great.
definitely zenned up. And last but not least, my girl Marcy.
What she do?
She been dealing with you.
Keep you on your
She getting
toes.
accolades just for dealing with you.
Thank you. That right there.
Tina, let's be clear. Jeff, you had another one?
Yeah, I just got one more. My best friend, Naisha. Now, we've been friends ever since like sixth grade, yo. So, she been really going through a journey, you know what I mean? And with her going through this journey, I know it was rougher in the beginning, but, she's seeing some light at the end of the tunnel there. And, we talk a little bit more. It was a little rough, yo, because we just got some questions answered to some things while she been doing some things for years. And, it's bringing her some peace. And she a fighter, yo. So that's all I want to say. I just want to give my accolades to my best friend because she a fighter out here.
Oh, good.
My two people are here on the panel. These two super women right here, Marcy and Gina.
Thank you. You know what, Greg? I'm sorry. This is my last. My best friend, Dolores Jones, and the reason I left her out. She has her own cleaning business. She works within the judicial system and as a corrections officer for the juvenile detention in the state of Arizona. And she's always been there, even when she used to live in Indiana. And for the inmates, and especially for these youth that are coming in there, they're scared. They're in the streets. They're getting into so many things, and then they're coming into the system, and they're afraid, and they're acting out. And she's the type that will, grab, if necessary, grab them up by their, chest, and put them against the wall. Like, look, I know you're afraid. Stop acting like this. And we'll sit them down, some of the worst ones there, and we'll sit there and just actually talk to them like a mother, and put some sense into their head. And even like now here, she would do that and still talk to them, and they would tell her that, hey, I've never had anyone talk to me in that manner, and then actually seem like they really care for us. Even when she was in the last thing, even when she was here, she helps a lot of the elderly and disabled, grocery shopping, cleaning homes, running errands, when they get sick, taking them to the hospital and to doctor's visits and things like that. And also trying to take care of her family. And you don't find too many people that are like that and is so caring to really take care of people that's not even in your family. And those that don't have families to be able to take care of them. I'm sorry, that's it.
That's okay. We have 2 minutes left in the show. Now,
like Stevie Wonder, credits rolling.
Man. I want to take these 3 minutes. No, first of all, I might get in trouble with some of these names that I named, but I did discuss it with the most important one to let them know that this is what I was going to do this, so I'm cool. First of all, man, my mom, her name is Queen, which she's aptly named. Okay, that is appropriate for her because she is a queen. She is definitely a queen. She had 6 boys.
Yeah.
Raised us all with my father, of course, but raised us all, and we were good. We were good, and she's still a queen. All right, shout out to mom. Now, here's the part that's going to get me a little looked at funny. I want to shout out to Jordan's mom. All right, my son's mom. Um, she gave me the greatest gift I could ever want. That's my son who's given me joy his entire life. Okay, 27 years. I've had nothing but joy. Even when I was down and out, I used to grab my son, and she wouldn't have no problem. My car was broke. Grab my son, walk in the snow, had him. He was, he never knew that that dad was having a bad time, but we were having fun. Okay, and she allowed that, even though we had our difficulties. She allowed that. Okay, she never once stopped me from seeing my child or being with my child. So I thank you, Jordan's mom. She told me never name a name on here, but y'all know she is. All right. Shout out to Trisha. Trisha, I'm a hard dude to deal with, boy. I'm a hard dude, but to have somebody that can care about you through your faults, man, it's tremendous. All right, my good friend Angie. When y'all already know. When you have somebody that you can talk to about anything, and they listen and do not judge you, that's what that person is. Hey, Jill Marie Jones, okay, man, and I'm just digging it deeper, okay, but thanks for watching the crib. Appreciate you. Doing her thing, made history, doing what she's done, and I'm not going to say too much about that. Okay, I want to shout out to my sis Cara Adams. She's doing a lot. She's always progressing, and she's at the top echelon of where she works at, and she worked hard to get there. So shout out to her. Of course, I shouted out Gene. Okay, Marcella, I clown you a lot. Okay, because you're clownable, but but understand this: I see you, and I know, I do know your heart. I know that you have a great heart. I know that you want to help everybody. You talk forever, infinity, okay? But the words that you say, okay, if someone was to really just sit and listen, the words you say are very impactful, okay, and it can create history for a lot of people if they listen, okay. Hey, Shanta Gibson, okay. Again, condolences to you and your family on your mom's loss, okay. Tell Tyrese we love you guys, man, and shout out to them. I got a couple more. Who was I going? What y'all? Let me read this. Probably cut it short, Greg. You're talking too long.
Joking.
Y'all know I'm a comedian. Y'all better stop. Just stop. I just gave you all of yours, and I had a whole list in my head. Bella Bonita, 4 clubs, making history out there, doing your thing. All right. I had a list. My list was like 5 pages long, but I'm not going to do 5 pages. Hold on, real quick. I did that one.
Greg, we have a month too, so if we forget people, we can always go. Some of our other shows too.
Yeah, Akeisha Moore. I'll let you talk. Let me talk. Akeisha Moore. She inspires daily. Okay, she's worked her way up from doing stuff as a server, I guess, at McDonald's, a manager, regional manager. Now she's district. She got her own stores, and she's always teaching these kids how to do better, how to make themselves better. That's Black history right there. Ashley Wright got her own business. All right, shout out to Ashley. All right. Lisa Jones, she uprooted herself from Atlanta and came to Gary so that she could take care of her mom. Uprooted herself. All right, help take care of her mom. That's history. People don't do that all the time. All right. Who else we got here? Hold on, I'm getting there, y'all. Oh, my niece, Mystic Mercury, she calls herself. Her name is Jasmine. She's trying to do this music thing. She's been trying for a long time. Her platform is actually getting bigger and better. So shout out to her. Shout out to my nieces who picked up and moved, like Gina's into Atlanta, did their thing, and they're thriving. Got a niece that just moved to North Carolina, doing her thing, thriving. Shout out to Diane Biggs, who came from just a regular local radio station, now has her own entity and doing big things, You'll hear us on there real soon. Shout out to, I've only got a couple more I'm gonna do, and then like you said, we got all month. And actually, I'm gonna cut it right there. And those that I didn't say today, throughout the month, we'll be saying it because it's important that we celebrate these women. These women out here are doing so much. We as men, we try to. To your second wife, Tracy Ellis Ross, amen.
Hallelujah.
Look, I'm just saying, Megan
Jill
knows about her.
Can I just give Jill her props for one by herself? Oh, shout out to my brother's wife, Patty Gray. They've been married for a year now. It's been a year, y'all. We've been on that
Man.
a year. All right. But she puts out some inspiration stuff, and I love her because she loves my brother the way that she does. That's why I love you so much. Thank you for loving my brother. He needed that. All right. He needed your stability and your peace to calm his black ass down.
Dang, you just put that
Before we move forward, you guys, I want to give my condolences to Shanta, Queen Shanta. Well, I want to give mine too. Can I give mine?
Yours are personal? I can't say it. We can't do this. No, I'm just going.
Can I give mine? Okay.
Absolutely.
Is it? Excuse me. Whose month is this? Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Shanta, I want to say I have
eyes ain't big enough, bro.
You and your family in my prayers. I'll continue to pray for you.
Condolences.
Put me for that short.
Yes.
Yes.
Get Shanta her and Shanta, Queen Shanta. She's doing her thing out there too. She's a social media specialist. She's an entertainer. Shanta's out there doing her thing. Appreciate you, Shanta, for number one, becoming a friend and family member with us. Okay, but number two, for just everything that you do. You're an outstanding woman, and we appreciate you. And again, my condolences, because mine are better than Gina's. So
no, they're not. It's my month.
Also, I'm sorry, and Kevin, I tell everything. Okay, so
I was hoping you weren't. You just keep going. The show's going too long. Let's go.
But if you do get dropped, man, we know you're riding out that storm, bro.
You should know, Kevin. You should know about that.
And don't put it on the private.
Bad weather here in Philadelphia.
Don't put it on the private chat because I'm not a private person. I tell everything. Okay.
He tells everything.
Everything. I'm transparent, man. Transparent. So, I want to shout out Tina Sloan as well. Tina Sloan. I mentioned her before, but Tina, back when we were doing the music video show, when we first started doing the music video show, we were interviewing some C-list artists until, we got introduced to Tina Sloan, and Tina, who's no nonsense at all, she's like, hey, look, you guys come, you do this interview, get the hell out. I'm like, cool. Then the second time it was like, y'all did a good job last time. Okay, so let me give y'all a little bit more time. But she helped us to make the show, put a better face to the show. She gave us the opportunity to talk to A-list celebrities, which got us in contact with actors and actresses and athletes. And Tina had a lot to do with the success of my show back in the day. So Tina, shout out. And right now, Tina and I are talking about doing something. I had a long talk with her Sunday, and via telephone, and we're gonna meet up real soon. Y'all gonna see some fantastic things. I want to shout out everybody that's acting too, all the women that are acting on Life on the Other Side of the Bridge. I'm getting ready to film. These are some fantastic actresses. They're fresh. They're brand new. Nobody's ever seen them, and that's one thing that I love to do is to, if somebody wants to act, come on through. Let's hang out, and see what it's going to be like. All right. I want to also shout out to the Dating with a Full Deck. I'm gonna push it for you, Kevin. All right, because I know some lady had some part in that. All right, but no, seriously, we have a bunch of talented people on this panel as well. And as we celebrate Women's History Month or International Women's History, whatever, right? Let's just celebrate our history, period. Okay, not just as Black people, but as people as a whole. Let's celebrate each other. Let's support one another. Let's hey, if anybody needs something, let's try to be there to help. Okay, because life is short. Life is short.
Life is short.
And the more, go ahead, Kevin. You want to say something?
No, I just said life is short. True that. I've lost 13 people within the last 6 months.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's a shame, but I wanted to thank you for bringing up Dating with the Full Deck. I'm probably one of few men that's ever written a book and dedicated the book to his ex-wife. And if it had not been for Lisa McLemore pointing out my shortcomings, I'd have had nothing to write. And I've learned a lot. I got a chance to spend the birthday weekend with my couple of my prized possessions. Both my boys, Alex and Theo, celebrated their birthdays. And we got a chance to talk as men, talked about shortcomings, talked about, the relationship between mother and I, and gave some advice to him and his future. So, I never had the chance to have that conversation with my dad because he was kind of close to the chest when it came to conversations about life experience. You just go out there and do it, which, I'm very grateful. So, for those men that are holding it down because of a woman is holding them up, you guys need to give props to those women.
Always and
every
forever.
day.
Yeah.
So,
you do. And I'm glad you said that, Kevin, because I was remiss. I got to thank the first woman that I married, Crystal. She taught me what it was. I mean, great woman, taught me what it was like to be married, and what I didn't want to do again. No, it wasn't that. Crystal was a fantastic woman. We were young though, and I didn't know what I was well, I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know what to expect. And she took it. You know what I'm saying? She took it as long as she could, and I appreciate her for sticking in there, as well as Faye, my second wife. Fantastic, beautiful woman. I don't know, this business is rough to try to hold a relationship down. But
it's just like sports. It's the same way. When you have bigger aspirations and the business doesn't end like a regular nine to five, it's easy to lose focus on what's really important until it becomes important. And sometimes we recognize how important that relationship is after the lights have been turned off in our life. And that's the reason why, you're smart. You learn from your mistakes. We're not perfect individuals as men. We are a work in progress. And the reason why God gave women so much is because we had so little, and we need to learn from these women about life in our heart itself. We know one thing: we know how to go out and conquer, but we don't know how to make life comfortable when it should be comfortable. We challenge those things as men, and I think the men on this panel were more progressive because we've realized our shortcomings, and we are giving accolades to the women that put up with us both in our present and our past, and we're learning. And we're a project. So, and that's the reason why when we have people like Gina and Marcy on this panel, is that, we may take light every now and then of the conversation, but our hearts are all in this. And that's the reason why.
Plenty of respect for both of them.
Yep. And that's the reason why that, the month is too short. The year is not long enough, and life could not be complete without them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Made me cry, man. That was eloquently well spoken.
That was put right there, wasn't it?
That was the
Nice, yes.
I just put something in the private chat for you guys. I just wanted to post in here for no reason since y'all.
He said we throw it up.
Maurice, he's regular.
Yeah, he's being real regular tonight.
Real regular.
But before I take my Pepto-Bismol, we got to hold up. You said regular, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Malox, X-Lax, whatever you want to call it. Okay, before I take all of that old folk stuff, okay, we got to hold up. Wait a minute, because we got Jeff.
Put it in there.
The life coach up in here.
Jeff.
Tell us what's up.
Tell y'all what's going on.
Tell us what's up, bro.
Women are just something, man.
Hold on.
I'll hold your hand, Joe.
I'm reaching out, man.
Lord have mercy.
No, but real talk though, it is good that we go ahead. We recognize the women today. Like we said, we should be recognizing women not just 1 month, a whole year, but we need to recognize them every day of our lives. Because we got to remember, James Brown said it's a man's world, but the thing is, without women,
don't mean nothing.
Don't mean nothing. We wouldn't have. There you go. You know what I mean? They give life. You know what I mean? Without a woman, I wouldn't be here. Without a woman, none of us would be here. So they're more than just that that quote unquote punching bag that some women that men use women for. Just the person to just vent to, or just to harp on the problems on. You know what I mean? Women mean something, man. Women are strong. Women are more than capable of doing everything and anything they want to put their mind to. And we seeing that more than ever now. So to all the powerful women out there, to all the strong women out there, to all the women that just keep fighting and keep moving and going, hey, it's for you.
Let's redirect, regroup, refocus.
That's good, Jeff.
Our own guys. Jeff relevant. Okay. But you made a good point there, bro. Because you think about it, man. And a lot of guys, it's young guys. Y'all think about this. You with this woman, and okay, a lot of you young guys be like, I didn't mean to get her pregnant, but okay, she pregnant. It's my baby coming in, okay? So you're riding with her 8-9 months, okay? She's going through all of these changes. She's carrying your baby, your legacy. All right. But and this is the one thing that really got me seeing my son being born. This woman literally, think about this, guys. This woman literally lays down her life to bring you some happiness. She literally lays down her life. So with my son, when the doctor brought him out, I was there. He was cool, crying and this and that. And I looked down at her. I'm like, okay, he good, right? They said, yeah, it's a healthy baby boy, 7 pounds and 16 ounces. My son big. But I looked down at her and I'm like, well, take care of her. I'm tearing up. I'm like, make sure she's good. All right. Fellas, take care of these women. Yes. A lot of women think that a lot of these women put on this big tough exterior. They can do it on their own and this and that, okay? But they are still soft, okay? Take care of these women. Support these women. Make sure that they got a history to make, as opposed to us taking it away from them. We're not being emasculated when this woman does more, all right? I know some very strong Trishas, very strong women going through some things, but they never show it. You would never know it.
Right.
Told you about it. So let's support these women. What are you going to say, Maurice?
I was just saying, I have to agree with you 110%. Like we were talking when we were talking about relationships. One of the most greatest things in the whole wide world that I've always believed in, when that woman brings your child in, to have a child with you and bring them into this world for you and for her, that's the greatest thing in this whole wide world.
Yeah.
And really, guys need to really think about what I'm saying. Really, really, really. If that woman is having your baby, man, come on. That's the deepest thing in the whole wide world to me. That you can't ask for a bigger gift. And my dad taught me that. He told me, I'm sorry, son, you need to really think about what I'm talking about. Now he kept repeating it and repeating it until my son got here. That's when I figured it out.
Yeah.
That woman has done something. That woman, that completes your whole life. That right there continues your cycle. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely does. It definitely grows you up. And I don't know how you ladies feel about that, okay? But,
Byron, we know that.
Says children are expensive.
Yeah. Some people think that they are expensive, but, it's worth every penny.
It's worth every single penny, man. And Jeff, I know that you lost your child, man. And
oh man, yeah.
I'm not saying this to and didn't forget about you, and not trying to be insensitive or anything, okay? But
no,
I know you guys are going to have one anyway. And when you do, man, look,
definitely,
We're gonna celebrate.
Those of us, and this goes for the women as well. Those of us that have had children, and Marcy, I'm not trying to be as insensitive as well. You each and every moment that child discovers for themselves, and you're there, man. When my son's mom had went into, I was trying to make him, teach him how to walk. He kept falling down. And one minute I took him to the other side of the room. I sat him down. No, I stood him up against the couch, and he went down and started crying a little bit. His mom turned her back and went to the other room. He got up and walked over to me. I'm like, that's my son. That ain't yours no more. That's mine. He don't like you. First word he said was dada. She'll beg to differ, okay? First words he said was dada. And I used to have him running around. Y'all know I get emotional when I talk about my son, so let me stop.
Yeah.
Ladies, I appreciate you for everything that you do. Seriously.
Man, I tell you, I just hope brothers understand this. I mean, getting a woman pregnant is not, like the worst thing in the world. That is the greatest thing in the world. Especially when you say you care about her and you love her.
You got the right one. Yeah.
Man,
Well,
that's
right.
I would say this: bringing a child in the world when you're unprepared, when you haven't prepared the world for your child, it's probably the worst thing in the world. And a woman needs to understand when she invites a person into her life permanently, that young man needs to have his life together or have a high level of potential in order to make sure that child has a world that he belongs in, that he's not just participating in, or he's just or he or she is just another statistic. So, I have daughters and I have granddaughters. I say your expectations have to be high. And when you bring someone in low value into your life, dad's going to be the first person that kicks them out.
Yep.
I don't have to wait for you, but I will tell all women, you are a gift. Don't bring second prize into a championship arena.
Oh, man.
That's good.
Go ahead, boy. And women, know your worth. Don't let a man take that away from you. Know your worth. Don't let him diminish your value. You are worth a lot more than a lot of these men make you. All right. And I say make you because that's what they do. You come in there strong, college educated, and this and that. This man who as Kevin said, he has no value. He brings you down. All right. And you fall for the okie doke and you go down with him. All right. Ladies, stay strong. If you got that college education and you're driven, all right, continue to be driven. Do not let that guy come in and take it away from you. It's ridiculous that you would do that. Yes, you may love this guy, but he doesn't love himself enough to let you shine. All right, because if he's
trying to hold you down,
supportive to you when he's down, why wouldn't you support him? Why wouldn't he support you when you're up? Because that's going to make sure that both of you guys are grounded. Both of you guys got everything. She's going to be there for you, but you got to support her too. You got to support.
Way to go, life coach Greg.
And I'm going to piggyback off that because, Greg, you keep saying the women that are college educated, there are a lot of young women that are not college educated that are movers and shakers and doing a lot of things. So
Absolutely.
that's, for you guys as well. Like Greg said, know your worth. No one can bring down your worth. You know your worth. Only God has that authority to do that. So don't allow others.
How do you ladies do that though? I mean, you've had relationships, and everybody. We're talking about Women's History Month, and we're definitely celebrating the women on our panel. But how do you women keep yourselves up there when the wrong man, has come at you and can possibly tear down everything that you built? How do you guys stay grounded, focused?
Man, you just have to stay. Well, I don't have that problem, but
we know you don't have that problem, Gene.
Me either. But what I tell young, I'm sorry, go ahead.
For any woman that's going through that, You know what? I have been through it. I can't say I don't have that problem, but I can't say that I haven't been through it.
Right.
You have to evaluate what's happening in your life, and you have to
Mm-hmm.
evaluate your goals,
Mm-hmm.
and you also have to evaluate who it's affecting. So when I was going through negative things in my life, the reason that I took a big step to get out of it was because my children. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I sat back and I thought about, how will this affect my children? Will they grow up
Mm-hmm.
thinking this is okay? Will they grow
Mm-hmm.
up thinking that, this is the way life is supposed to be? And that's what helped make my decision to get out of the situation. So you just have to evaluate, and you don't always have to be strong. You don't always have to be that strong person. You just have to know what you want and forward, push towards it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Mm-hmm.
biggest thing. And when I say look at how it's affecting or who it's affecting, that
Mm-hmm.
is going to make a
Yeah.
big difference on what you decide.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And also, for the ones that are not don't have children, to look towards, how will it affect your children? Number one, love yourself first. Love. I can't stress that enough. Love yourself first. Have a support team. If you have all of your friends or your family members coming at you about this person, and you're waking up, you're not feeling good about yourself, you're doing things that that's not a part of your character, and it's taking you out of yourself, that's when you really know that you need to come up out of there. If you don't feel that you can do it on your own, again, look toward your team, your support system. If you need help, ask for help. Talk to someone that you trust, someone that can give you wisdom as to how to get out of that situation. Sometimes it's not as easy. I have dealt with domestic violence survivors, we call them, not victims. And there's just been times where it's like they just felt that no one else cared but that person. And once they started talking to others, or even with our programs, that they would come through and they started getting educated about how to love yourself, how to value yourself as a person, it was a little bit easier. And then, too, just having that team there to be there to, fall back on, to talk to, and things of that nature. And it's not always that easy. Even sometime when you have children, it's not always that easy because you think you love that person. And a lot of times, the guy will pull you down, and then when he see that you're pulling away, he'll pull you back up to the pedestal. So you're thinking, oh, well, he loved it, did me, and that's how I've heard some of the things I've heard from some of these young women.
What the
Well,
hell?
no, he hit me because he loves me. That's and you would be surprised
Mm-hmm.
at what some of these women truly think. That's
Uh,
only because he cares
Yeah.
so much, and he doesn't want me to leave, so he beat my tail. No,
You
get
can
us
say,
love yourself
you can,
and
you can say
fall
ass.
back on your team.
You can say beat your ass. It's cool.
Talk about whooping
I'm
ass.
going to refer to one of the chapters in Dating with the Full Deck, is the one, or the one for right now. Every single woman. I mean, when you invite someone in your life, it's like music. When you just have the music, that's all it is. When you have the words, it becomes a song. You've got to be authentic into who you are. No one can drag you down unless you allow someone to drag you,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the first thing. A
Yep.
woman knows, every single time that she's going to ever be intimate with a guy, 24 hours before it happens. No matter how you want to word it.
Oh
If
yeah.
Yeah, because if you there's no such thing as a man getting lucky. I mean, if you get lucky, it's called rape.
Yep.
A woman knows if she's going to say yes or no, and for some reason, like, you have convinced her that tonight's the night, or this afternoon's the afternoon, or whatever the case may be. But you also have to realize, is he the one? If he's not the one, then protect yourself. Then making sure one doesn't turn to three, and three doesn't become four.
Yeah. Yes.
Maurice, your son have something to say? Did he want to add
He
in?
can't hear. He can't hear. He doesn't
Oh,
have a set of
okay.
headphones on. We're talking about
Hey, little
relationships.
Maurice.
Maurice
Hey.
too.
Mo too.
Yeah.
Mo too.
He's coming over to get some software
That's
from me
funny.
for his
I never
podcast.
called it getting lucky either, Kevin. I called it skill. I got skills.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'll say it from there's not one of us in this room can talk a woman to giving it up unless she's ready to give it up.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
luck.
you.
It is luck.
Man, I will talk a while. Ooh, you don't know me, dog.
That's your mouth. That's your mouth. That's what your mouth says.
Hey, you want to have a contest? Let's go. You don't know me. I will go into a room where don't nobody know nothing about Greg, and I will come out 3, 4 of them deep. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a good thing
I
for
mean,
the women?
Oh Lord, I done messed up.
Yeah, you did.
Watch your mouth now. They listening.
Oh, he already put it out there.
I got to throw a shout out to Tia Tang, man. Tia, she's black and Chinese. I got to tell this real quick story. And I messed up. That was gonna be my wife. We've probably still been married. I was working at Motorola back in the day, long time ago, before I started doing my show, and most beautiful girl was working there, man. She was upstairs in the CAD department, computer drawings, and I was downstairs and building the Dynatac base stations, they were called, for the first cellular phones, and I went up there. I kept seeing her walk by. I went up there and talked to her, and we hit it off. Okay, we got to being together, and everything was cool. I mean, everybody was just like, man, that's the perfect couple. Tia and Greg. We was together for, all the time. There was this chick named Brenda came up in there. Brenda had golden brown hair, had the nice eyes, and body was banging. And so Brenda was introduced to me by a good friend of mine. He knew he shouldn't have did this, but he did. And Brenda just kept on. Tia was the sweetest girl in the world. I just bought Tia this engagement ring, asked her to marry me on lunch break. We went to the apartment, and she was so happy. So I think that week, I'm not even gonna tell the story. What am I doing? God, no.
We already know the story.
Hey, man, we already there.
Yourself now.
We already there.
Busted.
Don't stop, man. We almost to the end of the finish line.
Tia, hey, shout out to you. You're black. You're not black, but your history, and I appreciate you, man. Keep doing the stuff that you're doing. All right. The story, you already know the story, but I'm not gonna put it out there.
Say hi.
Hey,
Tia's husband is turning around going, so that's great.
Tia's the sweetest girl in the world, man. That would have been my wife. Okay, I'm probably gonna have nobody by the time this show is over, but still, it's cool. It's cool.
Wow.
Wait, so I missed her. Did she say no?
Hey, Greg, it's nothing else. You're authentic.
Man, look, I'm a knuckle.
Authentically in trouble.
I just can't. You know what? I can't. This is one thing, and my mom gets on me about this. She said, why just tell a lie. I can't lie like that. I can't do it. It's just something about me. It's just I can't tell the lie.
You don't have to. Don't lie. Be honest and truthful.
My mom used to tell me. She said, "Greg, you gotta tell everybody everything."
I can't wait till the day Greg shows up in love, nose blown all open, all happy. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen because he keeps saying it's not.
It gets all of us, Greg.
Is that your son that has the podcast?
Yeah, this is one of the podcasts there, Drinking Partners podcast.
Drinking Partners, that's that.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
hey, that's a nice platform there, brother.
Tell us about your podcast.
All right, so my podcast is about beer. It's drilled towards bringing more Black people to craft brews. If you have not had a craft beer, it's pretty much a beer that's not mainstream, and the culinary genius behind it is great. Like today, I went and canned a beer for a brewery called Panther Creek, and they have it's called 24 Karat Cake. It's a carrot cake beer. It's what they call a white stout. And yeah, it's very sweet. They got another one. They did a collaboration with Donut Country out here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And it's if you mix espresso with the beer, it kind of tastes like coffee and donuts. So yeah.
Coffee and donuts.
No,
That's
all-
way
all
off
folks.
mainstream.
Got
Way
to try
off.
that there.
So do you do things like beers like Blue Moon?
Well,
authentic,
okay.
right?
So the equivalent to Blue Moon that I drink that's craft beer, it's called it's by Tailgate Brewery. It's called Orange Wheat. It is 20 times better than a Blue Moon. So it's it's like I am gearing to be probably the first black brewery in Tennessee. I'm doing all. I didn't mean to tell you though, so, but yeah. But
hey, bro, say what you got to
Hey,
say.
man,
Cause
yeah.
Kevin
Set it
trying
up.
to get you on his show. I'm not supposed to say anything because
no, but I'm gearing towards that. I'm doing my due diligence because there is no black breweries in Tennessee at all, and I'm trying to be like the very first one. I just got to get past the beer board, which I've been battling for the last week or so.
The beer board.
Yeah.
Hey,
Beer got a
Moby
board.
too. Come on my show. See if I can help promote.
There you go.
Yeah, tell you go.
Look at
First of all, it's 4 others, and I'm gonna tell you. I don't know, Kevin. I don't think I've sent you the link to the show. It's funny and it gets kind of in there.
Hey,
Moby too.
Lil Mo, you need to have me on that show,
Just
man.
call him
I
Vince.
will make all y'all laugh.
What's his name?
Oh yeah, we're ready.
Let's go. Let me know.
No,
We can do this right
hey,
here with
the reason why, because if he needs support, I've had 3 going on 4 people that have reached out to people, and someone that's been following us has helped. So I would love to have you, especially being a black business owner. I would love to be able to tell your story, talk about connect you with a couple people. I mean, if you're open to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm open.
Okay,
he just straight up hijacked him off of coming on DopelivenTV Live.
You told me
we get the exclusive.
Hey, Greg. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get the other 3 members. We're gonna put a spot up in here or back there in the back under the gazebo or something like we did last time. And it's Trace. She does the drinks. I was telling you about.
Okay, cool.
And put it up under there, and then we have a podcast where they come on, and man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the funnest day of your life.
It's like the podcast is pretty much geared like, you ever hang out with your friends, y'all just hang, fellas night, even ladies, and
more like 95 South. Though.
Yeah, and you get way too drunk, and then everything start coming out, and then after we're like, I love you too. That's the show.
Do you do non-alcoholic beers?
We are working on a water episode because there are some craft beers around, some breweries around here who are doing like water-based beer, which I don't know if you. Well, it's like it has that fermentation and acidicness of a beer, but without the alcohol. I don't know how they do it, but they do it,
and it's fermented.
That's interesting.
You want some, Marcy?
No, I was just asking a question. I dated someone who was diabetic and couldn't drink regular beer, and that was the first time I heard of non-alcoholic beer because he used to get
you
old drool. He had that old drool.
No, baby, you the one who dated everybody.
You dated everybody, Kevin.
When I talk about something, it's like 3 or 4 the same. It's the same people. Hey. You the name. Okay, I'm gonna leave that right. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna bust you out.
They had this. They had this one drink on one of those.
I dated and know everybody.
Cast anyway.
Lunch.
on that cast. Tree he's gonna get his information. I'm gonna send y'all a link again to the later show.
Please.
I mean,
definitely.
if you go there, those links they lead to not just one show. You can listen to all the shows. And
get them on link them up with Kevin, get them on the Kevin's show. And
okay.
So we can like I said, expand that client base. You know what I mean?
Greg, I still got to get you on the show. I'm going to bring everyone from.
Man, I ain't coming on your show.
I'm going to bring everyone on there, and maybe you'll show up.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to try to get all of them, everybody together under one cast.
You don't know what he said, do we?
I know what you're saying.
And all of them at one time. The problem is once they get to going, y'all show gonna be over. It's gonna be fun.
Isn't that how it is when I get going?
sort of like it. But times 4. So
all 4 of your sons are in business with this.
No,
with this one?
the other two of his is see he's the founder of Drinking Partners and he started it. So and the other 3 are friends of his. Actually, 2 of them are best friends of his, and the other one they bought them for youth.
You,
we
you have merch too, Moby too. You got merch also.
I do.
That's not one of them.
Right now we're out.
Of course,
it's a good thing.
We just did a catfish brawl, and them shirts went off the meat rack. They was just gone. So
that's a good thing. Hey man, never get the keys to your car to nobody either. Right?
They got a designated driver.
Yeah, we got a DD. Because sometimes
DD Marcus.
Sometimes
that's cool.
That went all over the head. I didn't mean it like that.
That's cool to maximize on something you like doing, man. That's just cool.
Yeah,
I didn't mean it because of the drinking. I'm saying, look, you founded this, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, don't let nobody sit in your driver's seat.
Yes, come on, let's talk about it. That's the same thing that one kid did with the hot sauce. He has 5 different flavors hot sauce. He brings people on, talks about what they're doing, and each time they, that they eat something a little hotter, and it's hilarious. So, I would love to, maybe have your dad on, your brothers, Greg and Marcy and Gina, and everyone drink a beer.
That'd be I don't know about me drinking a beer, but
I won't be drinking a beer.
But
actually, I'm sorry.
I only do Stella if I do have a beer.
Nah.
You gotta promote my.
He said, "Look at it. What did he say?" He said, "No
Stella." But see, I don't really like beer.
We have to keep it in the family. He said,
I don't really like beer.
So, in this journey of beer, craft beer, in Atlanta, they have a beer that is actually infused with wine. That actually tastes more like a wine.
Oh, okay.
It's called the Field Studies. That's what it's called.
I'd like to try that.
Yeah, and it's it comes in a wine bottle. It's a beer, but it comes in a wine bottle, and it doesn't taste like your traditional. You would throw Stella out the window, and you would.
Okay.
They got a show that they did in Atlanta at
Nappy Roots.
Nappy Roots, yeah.
Interview Nappy
Yeah,
Roots.
when I hang out with Robert, he go to the cigar bar. I go with him, or every now and then I'll do a Stella, but I'm not a beer drinker.
Yeah. A lot of I think a lot of like I said, I'm trying to bring our black folks to the craft side because I look like a dot sometimes in some of these places. It's like one black guy, and it's just like and he's drinking.
Well, you definitely have.
We have quite a few out here, but not.
You definitely have to come to Phoenixville. We have in Philadelphia one of the top cities for IPs on the East Coast. So you definitely have to come here to compete.
I think the closest they've been to Philly is Cincinnati.
Yeah.
You can stay at my house. If you're gonna come and put on a show, I will promote the living crap out of you. Come and
It's
show
gonna
them.
be about 4 or 5 other guys. So.
And Moby too. Treat him like Eddie Murphy did Rick James. All right. Where your dirty ass platforms at?
Hey,
you said you could say it at his house, man.
Side note, Greg, I got a show for you. I got a show idea for you if you want to talk about it after the show.
Let's go, bro. I do anything. You know me, man. I ain't got nothing but time. I don't have a job.
Yeah, that's my show. But sir, Kevin,
yes,
we are definitely doing travel. We just got done with our second season, so we are going to be doing a lot of traveling on the third season. So our first stop is actually Chicago, and then
we did Dallas.
Yeah, so then we probably go swing Chicago, Dallas, and then we'll swing to Philly.
All right, let's go ahead and get you on the podcast. Let me call out some of these brewers here, and let's see if they'll make sure you get here.
Wait a minute, dude. Wait a minute. So you guys are going to take the show on the road, right?
They've already done that.
Yeah, we've done that a couple times.
Okay.
They've been to Dallas.
Let me know when you go to Chicago, Indiana, something like that. So we get a venue, and then we invite people to come there, and you guys do the show live, right?
Oh yeah.
Like the after party?
They've done that. No, they've done that a lot live.
They're going to do it live. They'll be on a dais,
yeah,
table, and they sit up and do their show with an audience.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like the diners, you know, the diners, the show with the food.
Oh no, this gonna be funnier than that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I like uncensored stuff, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's totally uncensored. Just a
Yeah, like I
forewarning
said.
to everybody.
Yeah, they won't let me say what I want to say.
Ain't for the light ears.
Yeah, we got a guy on the show named D Wade called Mr. Nasty for a reason. You gonna find out. Okay.
They won't let me say what I want to say on here all the time.
Well, ain't it your show? Didn't you just say don't give the keys to somebody?
I don't. But, you know, to be respectful. Yeah. You know,
Like, wait a minute, here, let me throw the ball back in.
We got Miss Doubtfire over there. All of that stuff. Then we got Gina who spot with me pound for pound. So, you know, I say my words, they be like, Greg, after, you know, Greg, why you say that? You know,
Clearly, you shouldn't be saying all that.
I curse. I do. I mean, I'm gonna say it. I curse. I like titties, all of that. So,
How did we get here?
It's women's history, and most women I know got breasts. So
most women? How about all of them?
Well, some of them had the cutoff, you know, but it's all good. Shout out to them too. Shout out to them too when they wear the fake. Anyway, we have been talking today about women's history, and we're going to continue to talk about women's history all month long. We're going to keep it just like we're talking about Black history, 365, 24/7. We're going to keep it going with the women's history too. Okay. Tree says, Maurice, keep me posted so I can come out and support when he comes to Chicago. She ain't coming.
I bet you she'll be there. She'll be there.
She will.
She'll be there. She will.
She went all the way to Vegas. She'll be there.
Vegas, but she goes right around the corner. She ain't coming. Don't know. Look, think about it. When people say, "Hey, man, I'm having a party in my crib," it's only 10 miles away. Yeah, I'll be there, man. Don't show up. They don't show up because it's too close. Go to Vegas though, where some parties. You going? All right. Tree, women's history. She said with a black fist. All right. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, let's get out of here, y'all. Kevin, what you got, man?
I'm just gonna say, you know, hug your mom, your sister, your aunt, your cousin, or whatever. Give them their roses while, you know, before they get in a box, and live each day like it's the last day of your life. You know, keep it real.
100. Moby 2.
No, it's Moby 1.
Moby 2.
Moby 2.
Yeah. Like I said earlier.
No, you're Moby 1.
Yeah.
He didn't want to give up the keys to the car.
He didn't.
He said, "It's all right, pops."
Exactly.
Night,
Take the wheel.
Brenda.
Take the wheel.
Good night, Brenda.
All black women out there, we with you.
There you go. Now Moby 1.
Like I said earlier. Make sure you honor those women that bring them children into this world. Honor, because it is an honor for them to bring them seeds into this world for you.
Absolutely. Marcella, 1 minute.
Oh, I get a whole minute. Okay. Women.
A minute, but you only get 30. Come on, let's go. 30 seconds.
30 minutes. Yes, thank you. Women, know your worth. If you fall, pick yourself back up. You are very valuable to society, to your family, to your communities. Don't let anyone tell you anything less than that. That's it.
You sure?
Look, see?
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna say something else then.
No, that's okay.
You still got time. Go ahead.
Like we said, women
I'm good. For real.
Yeah, say 28, ain't it? Yeah. Like we said, women are special, you know what I mean? With these women out here, you know what I mean? Sometimes we take women for granted, you know what I mean? Let's kind of just chill out real quick and know what we're working with, know who we're working with, you know what I mean? Let us take the time to just sit down, talk to our women, understand them a little bit more, so therefore we as men can appreciate them more. Let's continue to celebrate them, as we said earlier, as all of us said on the panel. Let's continue to celebrate these women, honor them, and just be on the same playing field with them and elevate them, keep them lifted.
What's up, Gina?
Man, it's not enough days. You know, as we go through this month giving accolades to women, there's going to be some that we don't even bring up, but I just want all women to know that you are great, you are special. We add so much importance. That's why God took the rib and made us. So just know that you are special. Know that you are loved. There's so many women out here that are doing great things. We're talking about Michelle Obama, Kamala Harris, Stacey Abrams, just to name a few. There's so many women out here that we could just sit here and talk about for hours and hours on end. But I just wanted to say, as a whole, before the month is out, we love you all.
Absolutely. Women, maintain your value. Maintain your value. Maintain your value. You know what you're worth, all right? But a lot of guys that you deal with, a lot of people that you deal with, they do not know your worth, all right? You don't have to blast it out there all the time, because you can show it by speaking silently, all right? Grow. Show what you do. Explore. Make sure people know that you're worth more than what they think you are, all right? This is Women's History Month, but we're going to celebrate it the whole year. And just make sure, women, that you don't undervalue yourselves. I mean, it's so important to me that you do not undervalue yourselves. And fellas, think about it. They don't have to walk behind us, all right? I would rather have a woman walk 2 steps in front of me because they got nice asses, all right? Hey, look, this is DopelivenTV Live. We will be back tomorrow with some relationship crap. And I call it
We
crap.
don't do crap.
It ain't. It ain't. I appreciate everybody that watched today. Okay, Tree, I was just joking with you, all right? All you women out there, man, we celebrate you. And we will see you guys tomorrow on the show.
I'm going to post a link over here on Greg's site, so y'all can go check them out.
Both shares on my nizzle.
All right, bro.
All right, y'all. We're out.
Peace.
Peace.